Steve Johnson has been battling in this category for more than 20 years. And we mentioned there's a bit of a controversy that's been brewing. Rules have been changed. Your thoughts about how much of a disadvantage do you think you as a Suzuki rider are against the Harley-Davidson folk?
Well, that's the key. I obviously have an opinion, and being on a motorcycle and being out here for a while, it's based on what I consider fact. I look at the qualifying. You have to be able to try to qualify out here, number one. And when you don't race apples against apples, you race one kind of engine against another kind of engine, and then you have parameters that fit in there. You have to look at that constantly, not on race day. You have to look on qualifying. And I'm not going to explain that, but unless you know why I'm saying that, then your head's in the game. So the guy has to be able to come out here, or girl, and say, I can qualify number one. Suzuki's qualified number one twice last year. And over the 5 years, Suzuki's haven't been winning a championship, much less very many races. I won, but I was lucky a couple of races. So we've had a regime change at NHRA. They know that there's a situation. We, as competitors on Suzuki's, need to make sure that the marketing department doesn't run the tech department. And at the same time, we need to come out here with our sponsors that we have or could have and say, hey, we can win.
Stay tuned.
Always right to the point. Do you understand it?
Yeah,
I never
exactly.
He's fun to watch.
Actually, I did, and that kind of scares me, to tell you the truth. But I'm not going to comment right now.
More on the motorcycle controversy.
Glenn Gray's the Vice President of Technical Operations for the NHRA. He knows about what's going on with all the scuttlebutt back in the pits. And Glenn, it seems like it comes down to a case where a lot of people think the NHRA has shown some favoritism towards Harley-Davidson. So explain the NHRA stance and how the process really worked.
Well, it's a fairly lengthy process to get an engine or any new vehicle approved. The Harley situation, they came to us in November of 2006 and went through the entire process, which involves us getting drawings, prototype parts, and then final parts for approval. They chose not to make it public, where in the case of Suzuki started 6 months before that, they decided to let everybody know they were doing a new program. It's not really our policy to make that public if a manufacturer doesn't want it made public.
Well, thank you very much for that explanation. That'll certainly shed some light on this.
And at the top end with number one qualifier, Matt Smith, a man who's won championships in this category on a Buell, but who now rides a Suzuki. What's the transition been like?
It's been definitely different, I mean, I got to thank, Don Schumacher for putting this Nitro Fish and Suzuki together. I mean, this is an awesome bike, and Steve Tartaglia tuning it. I mean, they got some good power, and I hope there's more to come this year, because I think we're just on the verge of going really good.
I've got to ask you a quick question about Angie, your fiance. I saw Smith across the leathers she was wearing, at least on the top at the line. You guys didn't run off and get married on us, did you?
No, if you look on the top of it, it says future. So, looking real small print, it says future. So it's a good deal. It's happening this year, though.
We'll check it out. Thanks.
Thank you.